Well, folks, put away your Nokia phone, pause your Mixer stream, and hang up your Skype calls because we have big news coming. And that's talks of Microsoft potentially buying Discord. There's a lot of controversy surrounding this, and I wanted to go through what I thought as far as potentially Discord going down the toilet or them thriving. Microsoft has a mixed track record, and we're going to go through that shortly. So the first thing is people talking about how much it could probably go for. People are saying over 10 billion. That wouldn't surprise me at all. The next article has some guesses as to what the prices are going to be, and I think some of them are going to be pretty accurate, ballpark. So one of the things was the Discord reached out to Microsoft to gauge interest, and that was following them raising 100 million at approximately $7 billion valuation last year. And one thing that stuck out to me was that Discord had also already talked to Amazon, but neither of those companies responded for a request, and obviously neither of them went through with the acquisition. That's kind of a surprise to me. I would think that Amazon owning Twitch and AWS might be interested in Discord. Um, Amazon, to my knowledge, doesn't really have any big plays in the communication space. Um, Microsoft had Skype and Hotmail, things like that, but I couldn't really think of anything on Amazon's end. So, some things that I wanted to note on this article was Rainmaker Securities talking about how on the secondary market, the shares that were previously issued in that $7 billion valuation um, were going as high as 14 billion, which would make me expect the actual takeover to be over that, maybe 15 billion or something around that ballpark. I think that given some of the absolutely insane IPOs that we've seen recently, um, like Roblox selling for 42 billion in its IPO. So Microsoft definitely had a fair amount of missteps in their acquisitions. Nokia, Skype, Beam, which later became Mixer. I forgot what it was called because it was that close to my heart. But there was a lot that went well for them, even fairly recently. So, for example, Mojang was huge. Minecraft is still enormous. LinkedIn has been growing fairly significantly since Microsoft bought them. You can see some of their average user numbers here, and they've had pretty solid growth since they were acquired. Um, GitHub was one that people were scared about. I know when I heard that Microsoft was acquiring GitHub, I wasn't optimistic, but I know people that are in the software space that have said that it was actually pretty impressive how Microsoft was able to kind of integrate GitHub and also kind of decentralize and open source a lot of the stuff that they were doing. He said the way that they were opening things up was making them so much further ahead of a lot of their competitors that it was a good strategy if they wanted to get a monopoly on some of the programming space, which knowing Microsoft shouldn't be a surprise. They've also had a decent amount of gaming acquisitions that, haven't gone to crap yet, which is a good precedent considering what we usually see when companies get taken over in the gaming space. So hopefully that puts people's mind at ease a little bit on Discord. I don't think that they're going to be going in the can. Microsoft seems to have smartened up a little bit on gaming acquisitions lately, and I guess we'll see where it goes from here.